Today, from Los Angeles, California, this is the National Football League. We'll see Matthew Stafford and the Los Angeles Rams taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. It didn't take long to see our first penalty of the game, did it?
We always talk about everyone wanting to get into the game in a hurry. The officials did as well.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. A try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Love back to it here after the pick six. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Second and a couple. A first carry for the All-Pro running back. It's Josh Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Love. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. From the 46, here's second and a yard. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Jacobs going to try the middle. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun. Love. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 19. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing in 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle. And he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On 3rd down, Love. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
4th down and no hesitation from Matt LaFleur as he sends out the field goal unit. This a 33-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The LA offense going to go to work for the first time, and it is the veteran Matthew Stafford at the helm in his 16th NFL season and 4th with the Rams.
Stafford is one of those quarterbacks who didn't get the credit he deserved for the majority of his career due to the fact he's playing on teams that often didn't make the playoffs. But that narrative emphatically changed when he changed his surroundings and won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He's had a few injuries in the intervening years, but now that he's fully healthy, he plans on getting his team back into the championship conversation.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. And they'll send Kupp in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
Now Stafford. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. His throw incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early, but they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that play came together really well for them as he found open space, makes the catch, and gets down to the 1-yard line. You know he's kicking himself right now. He thought he had a chance to get a touchdown and put that in his ledger. Instead, his team gets a chance to cash in over these next few plays.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw here hauled in by Kupp. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing again is Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc. What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now it's Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
But that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Rams are able to extend their lead. Partner, are they going to cover him? That's 4 catches in the touchdown grab on that opening drive.
Well, what we're seeing so far, I believe, is their understanding that they want to go to him and often, but also they know they've got to move him around a little bit, get him into some different spots to continue to find open space to throw him the football. Otherwise, I just run 2 or 3 guys at him. They're doing a nice job of finding his way open, scheming him, as they like to say.
The extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Keyshawn Nixon now going to bring it out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Fights loose. And a loose football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Now a first down, and it's a fumble. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down. After one, a 14-3 ball game. The Packers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here's a 2nd and 5. In motion left goes Watson. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. Evades him at the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Perfect execution on that inside handoff, and then a little will, a little brute strength to move forward after the contact.
What do we call that now in today's NFL? Heck, in today's football? Contact balance, right? That's the buzzword, the phrase you hear. A back who can absorb contact, bounce off of it, and keep moving. Just what you said, brute strength, force of will.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Touchdown! Romeo Doubs, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers have got it back to within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. 5 plays there on that drive. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. L.A. set to take over again on offense. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to Williams to begin things. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And this is where coaches sometimes fall into different camps. Your guy just fumbled. It led to a touchdown. Do you stay with him, or do you put him in the doghouse? This is definitely a show of confidence here as he's right back out there and carrying the ball again.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stafford now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford. Packer pressure, and down he goes. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a 1st down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. Love looking to throw it. Throw caught by Musgrave. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys can't.
And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. The slot man in motion right. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. They run it again with Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And this has become a familiar sight, a really good run by Williams, who took a massive leap in his second season last year, finishing 3rd in rushing while averaging a league-leading 95 yards per game on the ground. A really nice young player.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Stafford. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So they tried to get him out of the pocket, but that just flat out did not work to their advantage.
Yeah, it seemed to me that he thought maybe he could run around the pressure, but he just kept putting himself in a worse and worse situation. At some point, cut your losses and just go down.
So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Ethan Evans now. Fielded just inside the 30. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 9. To throw now, here's Love. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing. Love. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First down, going to the air with Love. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 7. To the air again, Love. That's taken in, Dontavian Wicks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net them 23 and a first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Love. Towards the middle and caught by Musgrave. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Love from the gun. Forced out to his left. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Love will try with his legs. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Jordan Love, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Packers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Atwell now from his end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Now the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. On first down at Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 4. Here's Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Stafford looks to throw again. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
All right, Brandon, back to you two in just a bit. But first, welcome everyone to downtown Orlando and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
Stafford on first down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to throw, Stafford.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is caught, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Now Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Now 2nd and 5. To the air again, Stafford. Open man right side is Cup, complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he will find his man on the outside. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
It's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd down, Williams. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Stafford.
To the right side and complete to Atwell.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
And his kick here is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. And let's get the ball back for us.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
A first down run with Jacobs won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's about all, and it's second down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 76 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Love now. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
Ready, yellow, 22.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got his man downfield. It's Robinson. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 23 yards on the play. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Stafford here. This is caught by Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. From the 41, here's second and a couple. To throw is Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain there of 21 yards.
One of the selling points of the corner route is usually the receiver is able to move away from the defender. But in this case, he didn't get that far away.
So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a second and 10. Now it's Stafford. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Packers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. That's back-to-back drives that have looked pretty good. The offense was moving the ball, but in both cases, the defense comes up with a big INT to get off the field.
How about the layers of intrigue that continue to get added as we watch this game unfold? Both offenses, they're a little bit discouraged with how their drives ended. How will each respond now and can either mount another positive series that ends in points for their team?
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. Following the interception, Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open, and when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Second and 10. Love, they go play action now. That's taken in by Watson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Second down, Jacobs once more. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Okay, right? Ready, go.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. A short throw to Musgrave. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
Here we go.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Love. That's to the tight end, Musgrave. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Play action this time with Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tucker Kraft from 3 yards out. And the Packers have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
You got it figured down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Texas. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stafford now to throw. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Second and 5. Here's Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Stafford. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
Back to throw again. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Demarcus Robinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A 10-play drive that time. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Packers ready to take over offensively. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll complete this one to Watson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up, and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Love looking to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Jacobs going to try the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing. Love. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Curl.
And the Rams are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
This is 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now on second down.
Here's Stafford. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Rashawn Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Stafford now to throw. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Stafford's throw here hauled in by Cup.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. He has been terrific today, hasn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. Running flawless 2-minute drill right here. This has been quarterbacking 101 with a flourish.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's 1st and goal.
Now it's Stafford. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And the touchdown and PAT mean we are tied here in the final minute of play. This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. Nixon now from his end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe call is to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not a whole lot there, maybe 3 yards on 1st down.
Ready. Move 32.
Second down, Jacobs once more. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
So it's the Rams who are going to get the football first as we are back underway here in overtime. Atwell now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
First throw in overtime for Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a first down.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. They'll fake the jet sweep and instead give up the middle to Williams. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot and there's just nowhere to go, and in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now Stafford. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 33. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Shaping up to be a very efficient opening drive here in overtime.
And can you feel the tension building? Because I'm feeling it. All right, I've got the sweaty palms here with each play because of the enormity of what's going on. Each play means so much in overtime, and they're handling it well as this drive continues.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing again is Stafford.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Stafford.
Well, that one too wide and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to. Touchdown, Rams!
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packers offense set to go. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now a first throw here in overtime. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Love. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Now Love. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yes.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here we go. 50, green. Set, go, ready, go.
Again, it's Love. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Love now. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw now. Here's Love. That's complete to Wicks. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. First down, Love to pass. Oh, it's intercepted. That'll seal it. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.